Hey guys, it's your boy Nate coming at you quick with just a little update video. I guess I'm gonna maybe consider this like a binder or a collection update video for you guys. As you can see in the background, I've just got a horde of stuff in the mail. I'm gonna be opening those things for you, throwing them on some videos, uploading them as quick as I can. I mean, I've got like 15-20 videos in the making right now that I'm going through editing, uploading, so I appreciate your patience. A lot of this stuff is hot, fresh, new, so I want to get it to you as soon as possible to get you guys hype, because I'm super hype about it. But I wanted to take the time just to share with you guys kind of my process, what I do on my end to protect my cards, because at the end of the day, I am a collector. I'm opening these for your entertainment, but partially because I enjoy just making the videos. But I'm also opening them to kind of keep them safe, protected, and to be able to share them in the future with like my kids and things like that. And you know, sometimes you just want to grab a binder off the old shelf and take a look at it, because you know, at the end of the day, I think that's what all this is really about. I'm not pulling cards to try to make money or anything like that. So this is kind of just, I mean, I've got my setup here. Got that Marnie mat that I just got the other day from my first Champions Path opening. If you haven't seen that, please go ahead and search for it. I've got a playlist of Sword and Shield openings on my channel as they're coming out. I pulled the best card. I mean, we know what I'm talking about. That Zard Life. If you guys haven't experienced the Zard Life, I tell you, it is it's exhilarating to say the least. So it's super cool to do that. I'm glad I got it on camera. I'm buying all the stuff to do it for the video purposes. So it takes me a little longer to get through the stuff that I'm opening, but I think at the end of the day, it's worth it to chronicle it all. So this is my standard setup. If I'm going to open up cards, I've got myself, got the Lego Haunted House in the corner because that thing's dope. Got my little tripod, really low tech, really low cost. I do all my videos on my phone. I have an iPhone, so I edit it in iMovie, upload it to YouTube. So it's all pretty slick, pretty simple. The quality's pretty okay. I mean, I'm just starting out, so obviously it could be better, but I think if you're out there trying to make videos for yourself for the first time, there's really no reason just to go out and throw $1,000, $1,500, you know, several thousand, $100 or $1,000 into equipment and computer for editing and all this stuff. You know, you can just make videos, have a good time. Content's content, so if people like your content, then they're going to stick around whether you've got flashy designs or not, is at least what I'm thinking right now. Maybe one day I'll get to that. I would be excited if the channel grew that large where it would be possible. But, you know, right now I'm just having fun. So you can see I got my mat out. This is where I open my cards out and kind of display them on. I've got one of these binders. These are the Ultra Pro binders, 360 cards, side load. I think these are super nice. I believe they retail for, I always get them for $23.99. I think they retail for $30 though, so they are more expensive, but like I said, they hold 360 cards, side load. And I just think that the matte background is really nice on those. So what happens, like, I'll open a pack. I've got my Ultra Pro sleeves right here. These are just penny sleeves, super cheap. I think I got like 500 of these for like $9 off of Amazon. Really cheap. You can probably go to your local comic book store or game store and get them for there. Support local when you can. I also have Ultra Pro top loaders. So what I do is for regular cards, so when I'm opening for hyper rares or just like hollow cards, reverse hollows, I put them in a card sleeve right away. I don't want to open that card and then risk it getting scratched, because if that hollow foil gets scratched, it doesn't look as cool. It definitely loses its value. So that's just not legit. So I put those in Ultra Pro sleeves right away. Everything else I kind of just leave. I do go through the cards after I'm done opening them to see if I already have them in my binder. If I do, I throw them in another sleeve and I'll put them in the binder for my collection. If I don't, then I put them into my bulk. That includes cards that I already have. So it could be a VMAX card, or something like that, you know, an ultra rare. If I double up on it, I'm gonna put it into bulk. I don't know exactly what I'm doing with that right now. Potentially gonna be maybe selling them on eBay or something. If I do end up doing that, I'll put links in the description below so you guys can check that out. Just to kind of fund the channel, fund some more openings, anything to reduce the price of cards, because I'm not, you know, I'm not getting supported by anyone right now. Like, I don't have sponsorships and no one's sending me free stuff to review. I'm just throwing these out there like Ultra Pro. I like Ultra Pro, so I'm going to talk about them. And I think Pokemon does a lot of stuff with Ultra Pro, so no surprise there. So if I do get a new card that I haven't, that I don't have in my collection that I'm going to put in the binder, I will put it in a card sleeve before putting it into one of these side loads. That just gives it a little bit of extra protection, which I think is really nice. And it also kind of fits in. So these side loads fit cards in the sleeves, which I think is really nice. A lot of times what I'll do is if I have these, so like those Vivid Voltage ones, those have Chunkachu card sleeves in there. They're Ultra Pro. They're really nice. They're these silver matte backgrounds. I've got some Sun and Moon ones here. These are super nice. So if I have these from an Elite Trainer box or whatever, I'll use these first because I think they just look the best. And I have, here's my Sword and Shield base set binder here. Open that up. It's the Charizard. I just think they look better, and they're good quality, so they just fit in there better. So what I'll do is I'll take the card and I'll put it in there. If I have the reverse holo, I'll put the reverse holo in that nice sleeve, and then actually tuck underneath. Oh, this one doesn't have one. I'll tuck underneath, this Clobbopus has two. I'll tuck underneath the regular card in a regular sleeve. Now, if it's a holo rare, so I think I've got both Grookey's. Let's see here. Just flipping back here. So I think I have both Rillabooms, excuse me. So I have the reverse rare and the holo rare for that, right? So I'll put both of those in one of the premium sleeves just to give it a little bit more protection. I think it looks nice to have the sleeves on there, and at the end of the day, I like having the look of the sleeve if you were to pull it out just to view it. But I think the whole point is to put it in the binder, not mess with it too much, keep it safe. Of course, if I pull like a super crazy card, like a gold card or a rainbow rare, I do not use the ultra premium sleeves. I actually just use a regular penny sleeve to put that in. The reason is just so you can look at it, like the edges and the corners, and just it's easier to look at. And then I'll toss that card in that sleeve into a hard sleeve top loader to give it a little bit more protection until I'm ready to ship those guys off to get graded at like PSA or Beckett. I think CGC is like another option that people are going with. They're a little bit cheaper, but I don't think they're quite as popular, so I don't know if the values hold up as well with them. I haven't done a lot of research on it, so I'm just kind of spitballing. But most of the things that you're seeing on eBay, if you're looking for like a graded card, is really going to be a PSA graded card. It seems to be the most popular one with Pokemon. And to be honest, when I plan on doing a future video on submitting graded cards for grading, but when I have looked through the site on PSA, I mean, they have the card information on there, so you can look up the physical card and it pops in and it kind of shows you what it is, and then you can add that to the list for your order. When I've done it with Beckett, it's a little bit harder to find the Pokemon cards on there. I don't think their list is as great, and I think that, and this could all change like any day. By the time I post this video, maybe it's changed already, but you know, they have a PDF card list that you manually fill out, so it just doesn't seem to be as good of an experience. Though I do really like the Beckett, you know, because they have the option to throw those extra labels on there, so it'll give you the individual card scores for each of the, like, you know, the corners, the surface, the centering, and the edges or whatever. So it'll give you an individual score and the full score. And I think they're just like a little bit tougher grading too. So you know, that's pretty good. There's pros and cons, but it seems like a lot of people are really just sticking with PSA. So that's kind of it. You know, if you are actually using the cards to play with, like the TCG game, you know, you can just use some of these matte sleeves. I think these are preferred because the cards aren't as slick when they're standing on top of each other. I just got these for free one time at GameStop. I think it was like I don't know if it was buy a certain amount of money or if it was like buy 3 booster packs and you get, you know, a set of matte ones. There are 100 sleeves. I think this costs $4.99 by itself. Those are good options if you're actually just going to play with the card, and they come in a bunch of colors. These ones are just black, which, I mean, I like the black ones because they just look nice. So that's an option for you if you're playing the TCG. I don't think people, I mean, these are still really cool. They look really cool, but I don't think people use them as much because they're just a little, they they slide around a lot more if you're going to have a stack of 60 cards. These ones, I think, kind of hold up a little bit better. But I don't know. If you guys have comments about what you do, or ideas of, you know, just information on how you store your cards, or what you guys do when you go through a card opening, you know, leave that in the comments. I'd love to have a discussion about that. These are just some of my quick little thoughts and ideas on things that I do that I think are pretty good. So if you guys have other things that you do, please share that in the comments. I think everyone would be interested in just getting as much information on how to protect your cards as possible. So with that, I'm going to sign off for today. If you guys could go ahead and leave me a like and subscribe, I would appreciate it, and stick around for more card openings in the future.